Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
What you say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Folks alike. I feel like we should start the episode by synchronizing into whatever space we are in. If you're in your car listening to this, probably the most optimal place to, if you're just driving in a straight line, just zone out more or less. Don't even think. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm thinking about. Like, if you're in your bed or something like that, just like stare off into space. I know we could be actually saying what the episode's about, but I feel like we haven't done enough. We haven't done enough sinking into the universe, you know? I don't mean to get weirdly spiritual or anything, but this is just a funny bit. But let's do that for a quick second right now. I'm going to do that weird shit that I just did earlier. But it's going to be for slightly longer. I'm not going to, like, alterate it. So, just sit in your car, sit in whatever your bed, wherever you're listening, so you can actually zone out. This is your time to do it. If you haven't gotten it done yet, good luck. All right. 3, 2, 1. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. Hope you all are doing good tonight. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltsLikeOriginal. All one word. Where not only you can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how the episode goes, and you can just hang out, chill, see this happen unedited, and then you can watch the after show, which is just more stream after this, and you just chill, have a good time, start zoning out. Yeah. But if you miss it, if you miss the stream itself or the 2 weeks that it's up on Twitch, every single episode is on YouTube. And most of them, starting at episode 100, then you have all of them, are on Spotify, where you can listen, you can watch them. I don't care what you do. On YouTube, it's still on the channel. It's still on the same channel. It's Lyric Original. Yes, same thing on Spotify. It's Midnight Ramen. But don't get it twisted with my other show, Midnight Ramen, the radio show, which is just me when I used to do this as a radio show back in the day. See, back in the day, when I was in college, I did this as a radio show, which I just kind of said that. But it was based on a tradition that I did. When I was in the dorms, I would stay up very late and eat Maruchan ramen. I gotta go grab something real quick because that actually reminds me of something that happened during Valentine's Day. So give me a second. I'm actually going to edit this out so you won't see me gone for more than a second. If you're watching the video of this, you don't see this. But if it's live, something might happen in between. But it probably won't. But I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend got me like a couple things, and she's really good at getting like weird niche, somehow very good gifts. That just like, why would you think of that? You know, like the sign, like the banner, like this fucking picture of Runaway Together from Bloomborough, this thing, portrait thing. But also with that portrait thing, I got this. She got me this Maruchan like blanket pillow thing. I love the chicken flavor of it. That's my of like the Maruchan brand. This is the kind of one that was doing back in the dorms, just because, I'm a white person. I'm white. Anyways, like I would do this. I would, that was part of the tradition. Is I would eat Maruchan ramen, chicken flavor, sometimes beef, but chicken was the best. Let's be honest, chicken is the best. And I would just like watch shows or whatever, because I was living on campus by like I could wake up 5 minutes before class, get dressed, and be there on time. That's how close I was. It was not that far away at all. So like I had no like nothing. I could just stroll out of bed. It was nuts. But I've already said this story time and time again, but I might as well just say it one more time. But the impetus why I did it as a show, why it became what it was, and why it is what I'm doing now, is because I used to do that in the dorms, and then I was part of the radio station there. I just never had a show for like most of the time I was there, or like I was already there for part of the crew for 2 years, and I didn't even have a show. 2 whole years. So I thought, hey, I knew the station manager, or, the student station, one of the heads or whatever. And I was like, why don't I do a show based upon this idea of some that Midnight Ramen, which is something that I do all the time, and I posted about it. She's like, bro, go for it. And I'm like, she was like all up in arms about it. I'm like, bro, you got to do this. I'm just like, hell yeah. So I did the midnight shift, which is the absolute worst times, which is also the same reason as why I do this now. It's the worst time. 12 a.m. 12 a.m. This fucks with my sleep schedule, technically. This might kill me sooner than I would want to. But it's for the bit. Drink to that. Well, you know what? I'll drink to that even more in a second. But yeah, that's the whole reason that it was started as that. Speaking of more silent bits that I just don't need to be talking for some reason. Last week I was sick, and I was wearing my jacket that was saying I was basically sick, that I am Knuff. Or Ken Nuff, or yes, I am Ken Nuff. Yes. Enunciation is key. K. Whatever. So, I was like, oh, I'm going to drink this one. But I have a reason to drink. I got promoted. So, instead of being at my job, I'm an AV tech. So instead of being an AV tech, I'm a senior AV tech, which just basically means I'm more or less a manager. More or less. That's what it means. So, chug. This feels. I got this right before I started the show, like less than 20 minutes ago, and already it feels a little warm. That's not good. All right. I'm not meaning to stall, but oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mama didn't raise no quitter. Also, gotta hold up my standing as a Midwestern boy. I could take one of them suckers down. Also, it's very unoptimal. Excuse me. I have done like a beer bong before. That shit sucks. God damn. That was so unoptimized, but I got it done. But I'm gonna chase it with the making a Grona big monster. It's weird. I got an uppy and a downy. Was that make me like a what was it? Was it Gumby with a pokey? When I got to take a freaking what's the blue chew? God damn, I hate like we do like in the back office at work. We sometimes put TV on just to have some noise on while something is happening, or just like to have something on. I hate it when it's like some dumb show or whatever, and it goes to ads, and then you just see the Blue Chew ads suck. I'm gonna be honest. It's like it's like so scammy. It's boner pills, for God's sakes. But like you don't like just like it feels so wrong and so weird the way that they do them. I don't know. Like get that money, sister, but like I don't need to know that your man is taking boner pills at the age of like 24. Your man that's the age of 36 needs a boner pill. Like, I don't need to know that just to get it up. It's like, I don't need to know that, please. Anyway, although like a lot of medication stuff in the and this is like a US only thing, or maybe it's in some other parts of the in the world, but like the prescription ads are like, I feel like are only a US only thing because of the drug companies. So like if you go to like say I don't know, Spain, you won't get a thing for Ozempic. You know, you won't see a minute long ad for Ozempic where it's just old folks walking that really don't need a reason to be taking Ozempic for the reason that it should be taken. You know, not the way that they're doing it. They're using it now, which is an abuse. Well, like, isn't it supposed to be like yeah, it's it's a GLP-1, but isn't it supposed to be like there's a word for it, like a appetite inhibitor, but I don't, some other thing that I'm just blanking on, and I can't think of it, but like, and I feel bad for like people, and if you have a body, I'm gonna be like, I'm a proponent within reason, because like, you know, if you're like more than 500 pounds or something, you need to lose weight because you will physically die sooner. You know, but like having a good body image. You know, you like have a good body image of yourself. Like you don't need to be, I feel for people that have weight issues and eating disorders. I it's something you can't control. Like, I didn't really know about it until recently. One of my classmates that I really respect, I did not know for, I kind of knew, but also really didn't know, has has very bad body image issues in terms of like maintaining a good weight and being healthy like that. And a lot of their I think, I can't remember exactly what they do. I'm going to keep it very like vague and whatever. I can't remember exactly what they do, but it is also like a physical, I think it's like fitness job and labor, stuff like that. So it's like, you're not doing anything against your own nature. But it's like, I feel bad for people that struggle with it. It sucks. Like, I still, I'm over it, but I still remember nights when I was in wrestling, especially in the freshman and sophomore year, coming home after practice, staying up till like 10:30 at night, some nights, not having any food, but going downstairs in a sweatsuit and just biking for hours. I hated that. And I was panicking too, because like I was overweight. I needed to lose like multiple pounds by the following day, sometimes like 2-3 pounds. That's a lot. And I was like to the bone, more or less, sometimes. It sucked. And then I'd have to do it again and again and again. And it's like, that struggle like still haunts me, and it's the reason that I like, if I continued that more, I would have hated myself. I probably would not be here today, maybe. I don't know. Because it drove me, like, I had bad days with that. Very bad days with that. But like, I think I really only missed weight once. I will say, I know I only really missed weight once, and it was one of these times, it was like in middle school, and I'm like, I haven't seen such and such coach pissed. Little did I know, I was doing exactly that. I would do exactly that hours later. It was so embarrassing. Oh man, and the reason, the huge outburst that happened because of it, and I don't blame him for it. I totally deserved it, because like, I missed weight and I could have technically weighed myself if I ran a bit more. I don't know exactly how, and I don't know how they allowed me to wrestle at the weight that it was at. Like, I don't know how that happened, but the match that I was wrestling in, the guy was losing bad. But then after the match was done, after I pinned this guy, the other team checked the weights for whatever reason. And we're like, wait. This guy's a half pound overweight. Half a pound. Half a pound on a Saturday. And I think the night before we had a wrestling thing. So it's like, so we didn't get a weight allowance, which is something that you were supposed to have at, wrestling events, even if it's like 2 days after, something like that. I think we had a day in between. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but it was like, no weight allowance. Are you kidding me? I don't know why I censored fuck. But But it's like, are you kidding me? Seriously? You're gonna and we lost ranking because of it. And it was so like I felt like trash. We should have won that tournament too. If it wasn't for me like missing half a pound. And it wasn't even no, it was the weight I was supposed to be at. I was just half a pound. And I'm not like bent out of shape out of it. Like I respect my coaches that I especially respect the coach that got pissed at me because like shit. I didn't know he had it in him. But it's like I don't care about that one. But like the thought of having to lose more than that in a day was just nerve-wracking and scary as hell, because like I had to eat at some point of that day, even if we had a wrestling meet. Like I had to eat or else I would be on the ground, or someone would have to wake me up with the smelling salts. It's like that would be destructive towards my curriculum or my learning experience. So no. So it was like I was fucking done. But it's weird too. After that, I maintained my weight for like almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, which is nuts. So fuck. But yeah. Yeah, but getting back to that idea, getting back to that idea, it's like, if you have that sort of body dysphoria, pardon me if I say your term or whatever. If you have body image issues, if you have stuff like bulimia, if I'm thinking correctly, I think that's the term where, where you eat food and then you throw it up, or like you have the thought, oh, I should throw it up because I don't need it, or the weight issues, but you got the nutrients from it, or something along those lines. I can't remember what it is. I know another friend that I had that too. It's like, I don't know that exact struggle, but man, going through that is terrible. It sucks having to go through that. It sucks having to have body image. If you have, I'm lucky to say that I have kind of a very fucking crazy metabolism. Genetics, literal genetics. I'm lucky. I gained probably 20 pounds, but like now I'm like active and I can lose a lot of weight too and not really try to do that. So I'm glad about that. But like, I know other people don't have that, and I end of the day, I'd say, love the body that you're in. Love what you are doing. If it is a actual health issue, sort it out. But like, do what feels good for you. Other people can accommodate for that. Although, unless if you're ballooning up super duper duper duper, or losing a lot of weight, like going from like say 300 pounds to 150 in less than a year, in less than 6 months. Unless if you had, say, like you had cancer, that's a little scary. That's a little scary. But it's like, do what is best for you. Hell, I know I have classmates that were definitely like one body shape and are completely different. I know one guy who probably couldn't do like an 8-minute mile, like who had to walk the mile, in gym class. He was running marathons. Like, that's crazy. I don't marathons. Good for him. Good for him, too. Hell yeah. I'll drink to that. And I think I feel like I'm getting close to, I want to open some magic packs. But end of the day, love the body that you're with. Love the people that you're with. We only have so much time to live here. There are other things to be worried about. unless if it's really harming you, or if you want to do it because it's something that makes you feel good. Like working out. Working out's awesome. I love working out. I need to get back in my cardio. But, I also haven't been to I've been so busy at work, I just have not had time or motivation to really go to the gym in the past like week or so. So it's just like, also part of it was because I was sick. So I need to get back into the gym again and just rip that, just grip it and rip it, just like go crazy in the gym. So I'm going to do that. I could do it today, but I don't have a reason to go anywhere today. I kind of just want to relax at home because I've had a bang up week. It's oh man. I don't want to say anything other than that, but I meant like for the 3 days that I've worked, oh yeah, I can work more or whatever, but like for the 3 days that I've worked, I have 30 hours. That's a lot. And normally I do like 8s. So 10, I think was a 9. Oh, but like 2 days in a row, I got the exact same number, which is like, how do I do that? How did I do that? Anyways, and that was like right before. Oh, okay, just remembered something. Never mind. I just remembered it's like, well, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. My brain reset. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go to the magic packs. Let's just go to the magic packs. You know what else also kind of just came and went? You know how, technically last week was the pre-release, or this week is technically the release of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. But we're still going to open up Lorwyn. We're going to get another box of Lorwyn after this. Probably I could do it on Friday, honestly. Might do that. I might go to the store that I usually get my boxes from, or even get a different set too. If I can get just another like play set or something like that, I'm going to do it because I just want to crack some packs, man. Some good old packs. And I think Lorwyn I have not missed on. So let's see if I don't think I'm, knock on wood, literally knock on wood. I'm not going to miss on these ones, but this set has not failed me in terms of like, especially this box. This box has really not failed me yet. So we're getting close to the end of this one. But I think, it supplied me with a pretty good pull rate. So I'm not too mad about that. But you never know. You never know. Oh my God. Oh my god, Popsky99 is in the chat. Oh, that's right. I'll get into that one after the magic cards. Let's get to pack one. So we got Rhyme Chill, Encumbered Jersey, Prisma Basher, Boulder Dasher. We got the foot! We got the foot finish! Okay, yep. There we go. That's it. We don't need anything else. We don't need to look at any of the other packs. We got the foot fetish. We got the foot fetish, boys. All right. We're done. That's it for the magic pack this week. We're going back. Just kidding. Fuck you. We're going back to the pack opening. I went to the cam full, not the MLC. The MRLC full. I read that wrong. All right, pack 2. We got goat napping. Oh yeah, we got a Glister Baron. It's an oofy. Crib Swap Classic. What the frick is this? We got Emblaze Epiphany. Oh my god. It's an X and a red. Instant. Endblaze Epiphany deals X damage to target creature. When that creature dies this turn, exile number of cards from the top of your library equal to its power. Then choose a card, exile this way until end of turn. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. This sucks. That's pretty nice spoiling, I guess. I don't know. Pack 3. You know what? We're just gonna. Woo! We got an elf guy. Other elves you control get +1/+1 when this creature dies. Return another target elf from your graveyard to your hand. Actually, that's crazy good. And I love the alt art on this. That looks so nice. Eclipse Realms. I do need that for the same one that I just moved the other ones to. Eclipse Bogart. Boggart. There is Boggles. But whatever. Nice, Overgrown Tomb. I have way too many of these, but okay. We got Grub. We got Grub. I'm not even going to read this one. Fuck that. It's 2 cards. What? It's a double-sided card. I ain't doing that shit, brother. And then we got Warren Torchmaster for the foil. Alright. That's enough Magic the Gathering for this week. That's enough. Hold on. Yes. So since she's last shown up, Popsky99 has moved closer to me in a strategic move I think is supposed to be similar to how the Atreides something Harkonnens boom boom. I think that's relatable. I don't know. I can't remember what the account's name is, but in recent times Oh fuck. Hold on. This is big news. This is not even the news that I was going to wait. This is good news. We can finally do Tub Stream. Tub Time Stream. So, Popsky 99, infamous for the idea of having a Tub Time emote and not ever doing a Tub Time stream. moved to the cities, to the MSP, and in his apartment has a tub. We got to do a tub time stream. You already know. Tub time stream. A hot tub time machine stream. TM. TM, 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 TM. TM, TM, TM. See, hot tub time stream. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Man, I should have probably got another Kona Big Wave. I'm feeling it. I'm not like I do not feel that beer at all. That I like cracked at the beginning. It's like non-existent. Maybe it like helped a little bit with the talking, but I feel like the stimulant is just like strong arming the depressant. Yes. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, also, Popsky, if you don't know, you're closer to what's it called? Micro Center. Sponsor of this stream. They're sponsor of this episode, Micro Center. Micro Center has 20 some stores around the country. One in the MSP area, which has been there for fucking years and is incredible. I mean, it's not like some of the newer ones. I don't know how it is compared to the other ones. I feel like it's definitely a lot smaller, but oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I kind of wish I built my girlfriend's PC at that shop, but oops. I did on my own. I still got to fix that thing. I know. But, oh, you know what? Speaking of my girlfriend, currently she's in Florida, which is ironic, which is funny, because coffee spelled backwards is EFOC, because I don't give a fuck until I have my coffee. That's not funny. So, no, she's in Florida at this moment, visiting friends, and it's funny that she's in Florida because we just last week we finished part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so she's all caught up for part 7, which comes out this month. I do have a I will be doing some spoiler stuff here in a second, but I do have a hot take. Here's my hot take. You can watch part 7. You don't have to watch the other seasons. You can watch part 7 just straight up. Don't care. You can watch it fresh. It is intended that way. It is a separate thing. Yes, there's a lot of references to the other parts. But guess what? You don't need it. That's the whole purpose of it. It's a new universe. 7, 8, and 9 have their own continuity that is different to the old one, to parts 1 through 6, which is technically old. But that's its own thing. So you can watch all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure you can watch all of Steel Ball Run without watching anything else. There's a reason why Steel Ball Run is like the second most sold manga of all time. It's because it is an isolated story. Yes, it has a lot of references to the old stuff, but you don't need the context. You really don't. You honestly don't at all. Yes, there's way too many references, there's like the Speedwagon Foundation, a certain thing that happens at the end, character, but like literally the two main things are just character. It's just character names. Oh, this side character that you're not gonna ever see is just named, oh, this character that you know from part 3 or part 1. You don't see them. You literally don't see them except for a blurb on a fucking piece of paper. What's the number 1 manga? One Piece? Yeah, I can't remember exactly where I remember just reading it, but I think like the number 2 most sold or rated or sold manga ever is Steel Ball Run. I know that. I can't like actually let me look that up real quick. Most sold manga. I think because I know it is a thing. It was something somewhere that I remember reading it. It's up there, but there was something. No, it was like something specific. I can't, like, I'm looking on like a wiki of like best selling mangas of all time, but it was something specific, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it was. But it was like one of the, I think it was like arcs or something like that. I don't remember. Or like, I literally don't remember off. Or best rated. I think it was like a rating thing. But yeah. Okay, but getting into spoilery things into part 6, Popsky, this will literally mean nothing to you. Or this will mean literally nothing to anyone unless if they are watching the show or are far enough into, even if you're, here's the thing, if you're watching part 6, this will be spoilery, but if you're not watching this, and if you're like, you haven't watched any of it, you'll forget about it. You'll literally forget about it. Like, trust me, you'll be fine. What I'm about to say, if you haven't watched any of it, you'll forget about it in the whatever. If you like grinded it down, if you like somehow were able to get it in less than 2 weeks, which one, Godspeed if you're able to do that. Like, even I wouldn't be able to do that. I would want to shoot myself. That would suck. Because there are certain parts in, you know, when you're watching the show that are just like so agonizingly slow. But like, god damn, it's so good. But no, part 6. Part 6 is super sloppy. The reason that a lot of people say it's overhated and they're trying to get like, oh, it's so good now. It's so good now. No, it's because the manga before it was animated, similar to part 5, which is Golden Wind, which everyone and their mother knows the theme to the main JoJo of that part, Giorno's theme, the like, there was a time when, you know, everyone fucking knew that. So when that part, before that part was even animated, it was probably one of the worst parts. One of the worst parts that people liked, besides part 6. Because the writing was sloppy. And the reason for that, or parts 5 and part 6 were so sloppy, is because one, it was like a weekly manga. Like, it was coming out weekly. So he had to write all that stuff, get it all drawn, get it all done within a week. So that's why parts 7, 8, 9 have been monthly with hiatuses up the ass. Let's be honest. But that's why 7, 8, 9 have been monthly. It's because it allows for ideas to be written and allows for like changes in the story, save like an event like 9/11 happened and the story that's currently happening, you have a plane headed towards a building, you can divert away from that, you know, instead of like, oh fuck, I need to change the whole narrative within the span of 10 minutes, within the span of a week, you know. What was it? So the main reason that part 5 and part 6 were bad because of they had to be weekly issues, and then Araki, who's made this, especially for part 5, it was like one of his low points of his life, and there was like storylines that should have technically happened but didn't because he was like, no, I can't bring myself to do it, and stuff like that. But part 6, there's a lot of good ideas there, like a lot of good ideas, but the way, and I don't know if it's like with the translation or if it's, I don't know, but the way that the ideas are portrayed is so sloppy. Like, you have different ideas that just, the concepts are there, they're just told so you know, like there's a whole main character's backstory is about the KKK, which obviously in the anime they had to take out because fuck, there's a whole character whose ability is copywritten characters. That's why Netflix had to come in. And like, I think the only like copywritten character that's even in the anime itself is Batman, which, like, what are you gonna do? But no, there's like there's a lot of stories and concepts that are like, they're there, but it's really hard to explain. Like, one of the abilities in part 6 is feng shui. There is it's like, it takes 10 full-on pages to explain it in the story, or if it's in the wiki or something like that. It's like a running gag. But like, it just did not come off right. And I feel like in the show itself, they explained it kind of in the same way, but it's so like nuanced, and it's like, hey, they show good visuals, and the way that they worded it was very good. And it's like, oh, the concept of it is like, okay, I get it now, as opposed to like, it was hard to get the idea across, and I feel like that really helped it. And then also did that with part 5 as well, but it was mainly part 6 that needed it. But the ending of it is super duper rough. And the reason why part 7 is separate, or 7, 8, 9 are separate from the other 6, is because of what happens. So this is a spoiler. We're getting to spoilers. So technically they lose. The bad guy wins. But what happens is the universe gets reset, but because all the characters died except for one, their souls do not transfer over to the next universe. As like, so the idea is that if your soul is alive when this universe reset happens, you will know exactly what happens in this universe. History happens the exact same way. Everything, all the events leading up to this happen the exact same way. But now whoever was alive during that time knows exactly what happens. Probably the people in the past do too. It's really not explained that well either. I don't know. It just happens. So like if like say, oh, you slipped on a banana peel in the previous universe, as you're walking towards that, as you're walking, it's like, oh, you're like, oh, I'm going to slip on a banana peel. You can avoid that, but you're still going to end up slipping on that banana peel. It's fate. It's supposed to happen. Like, that's the idea. It's like, oh, you'll know when you'll die, but it's like helping to prepare you for that. It's super weird, high concept. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but he wants to do it again. So not only a few people know that, but everyone knows that. But he dies. So, but his ability is still going. This time acceleration is happening again. So the universe resets again. Completely. So now the events that are happening, basically there's like a prison break early on in the part. So all the events are still continuing happening. And this is kind of where it happens. So in the first resetted universe, this is where this confrontation happens between the surviving character and the main bad guy. The main bad guy dies and the universe resets again because his ability was going on again. So his soul is gone forever. But he's still technically there. So so he still has the same ability that he had at that point, but he dies. Exact same way as to what happened in that part, in that moment. But now they're free of the events that happen later on. Some of the events still do happen, I guess. I don't really know. There's still like a prison break that happens later on in the part. I don't really know. It's so weird. But the universe is not in peril or whatever. So all of that is done. All of that's gone. So it's a good ending because people are not subject to fate, which is a huge concept that happens within parts, mainly 4, 5, and 6, kind of 3, but it's really 5 and 6 that it's like really evident. But people do not know their fate. They don't know what's going to happen to them. They can live their life freely. And that's the whole point of like, that's the good ending, is that people are free to be who they want to be. And like, yeah, technically the surviving character does not have the same versions of the people that he was with, but technically he still does in a different way. And I think they still technically have their abilities, but it's not explained because it's literally just ended. Because, yeah. So that's why parts 7, 8, 9, you can just do clean. People are like, no, you won't get the references. You won't get the references. Okay, then go back and watch 1 through 6 while you do 7, 8, 9. Like, it's still going to be there. I don't know. Like, if you really need like a guide, you can go 1 through 3 while you're watching 7. Go through 4 while you're listening or watching part 8, because it takes place in the same town. And it's really jarring too, because like there's a lot of critiques I have about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it's very jarring going from like one thing to another in the parts. Parts 1 and 2 are kind of similar, connected, and that's about this one power system. It's just like 2 generations separated, but it's like, oh, it's a different time period. Not too crazy. But then going from part 2 to part 3, different power system, double the length of what the last 2 was, basically. And there's a lot of filler. It's a monster of the week, basically. It kind of drags on, but it's still good. Then you go from this globe-trotting things that you had from 1, 2, and 3 to just one setting, one town. That's it. Twin Peaks. Literally Twin Peaks, but in Japan. And a Bay town. And then you go to part 5. Globetrotting again, motherfuckers. And then part 6, you have Florida. And then part 7, we got fucking America. We're doing this again. Hell yeah, brother. And then part 7, we're doing America again. And then cowboy time. Part 8 is in that same town as before. And then part 9 is in Hawaii, but it's still too early on. It's very early on, even though it's like 30 chapters in. It still feels way too early to say anything. It can probably go anywhere. It's in fucking Hawaii, right? It's still been in Hawaii, but it can go anywhere. And that's the sickest thing. Like, when I started becoming a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan, it was stuck in the same fight. Like, it started the last fight in part 8, and I caught up to that said fight. That's how long that fight went. And also because it was monthly and there was hiatus and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I caught up. And man, I tell you what, I feel like if you do, I feel like 7, 8, and 9 are just so great. I feel like starting from 5, or even for 4, the theming is just so great. Because the theme, the parts have their own themes. Because I think 4 is just like justice, and that's just a vague idea. Part 5 is like sleeping slaves to fate, stuff like that. Part 6, what does it take to overcome who we are and fate? Something, I don't know. But 7, 8, 9 have their literally the themes at the beginning, so you fucking know what's happening. Parts, and this is not really a spoiler, but it's fun. It's fine. So part 7, it's a story about how the main character, and all of these are about the main character, or the main the JoJo in the part. So for 7, it's how I learned to walk again. Part 8 is how to break the curse. And part 9 is how to become rich. And honestly, dude, I cried when I read the last panel of part 8. I'm going to probably do that in the after show again, because like it gets me every time, dude. Like, knowing what happens before it, it's just a real, just like kick in the nuts every time. But yeah. Or what are you willing? Okay, yeah. So part 7, what are you willing to? What are you willing to do to get back up? Part 8 is what are you willing to do to break the curse? Part 9, what are you willing to do to get rich without selling your soul? It's so good. Man. It's like, oh, you're begging me. Shut the fuck up. Man, shut the fuck up. You better once you got JJK, you get bigger power systems. Okay, shut up. Man, there's a reason why I'm a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan. Fuck. Anyways, I've been talking about it way too long. I need to shut up. I could talk about something else, but like, fuck, I look at the time and I already know. Stop. So, trying to think if there's any non sequiturs before I want to get out of here. Not that I think of. If I do, I have to stop it. Thank you for guys for listening, watching. Fuck. No. You've been listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. And if you want to watch this happen on Twitch, go to Twitch, Melted Lurk Original. Watch this happen live, unedited. Change how the show goes by chatting. Watch the after show, which happens right after this. I'll probably be playing Eugenics, I guess. Almost barfed. Excuse me. Yeah, once this whatever episode is gone, after the 2 weeks that it's gone, you can go to YouTube, listen to the episodes on there, watch them on there. Also on Spotify, same thing. But also on Spotify, you can listen to the radio show, which is what I used to do when I was in college. But it also has a music playlist and other stuff, but that's a lot more edited. And man, we're getting close to the end. Because, once it hits May or something like that, I'm done with the show. Legit. Like, I'm just done because I graduated. Yeah. Anywho, thank you to Gradients for the use of the theme song, Used to It, off the album The Call. I don't think I have any news about their stuff right now. If I'm thinking about it, I might have to go to the same venue twice in a row, like 2 days in a row. Now I'm thinking about it because someone I know is playing a show at the same theater the night before, so I might just show up again. They'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Twice in a week. That'd be funny. I don't know if I have time to go. Actually, I might be able to. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. As I look at the time, it appears as though it is not midnight here anymore. But hey, it is midnight somewhere else. It is in the mountain time, at least. It's like 5 o'clock somewhere, It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. No, I drink to that. But until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Yeah, well, just when I needed you, I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.